readers, I'm Christy Stratus and today is Nanowrimo day 5. So we're almost through a whole week. This is a really exciting time and you are probably still feeling pretty inspired, pretty motivated, which is great. This beginning time for some people is a little bit tough, but I think for the majority of people this is when you still have lots of ideas, you're excited, and then as time goes on it can get a little bit more difficult. But what if you decide that you're going to change the idea you're working with? That's kind of tough at any point, isn't it? Because you've already written how many words? No matter how many words you've written, it's tough. So my suggestion to you, if you come up with a whole other idea or you're going along on this book and you just think, oh, I really don't like this actually, or this isn't turning out right, or I don't even know where to go with this, then if you do decide to change ideas, first of all, know that it could go the exact same way. So it's up to you whether you really want to abandon ship and move on to something else or not, but only you know that. If you do decide that it's time to move on to something else, then in my opinion, you can still keep the word count from your last try at the manuscript. Some people wonder if maybe they should restart the count, but no, you should definitely keep it because you did work on that during Nanowrimo and you don't know if you could use that in the future. So that's another thing. I just did a recent tip on Facebook and Twitter. It was a video saying don't delete anything you write, whether it's a scene or anything at all, your whole work. Don't delete anything because you just don't know what you could get out of it later. If I had done that, I have a piece that was published in a literary magazine. I couldn't finish it for a year. I had half of it written, had no idea what to do with the end of it, just left it there for so long, and then I finished it a year later and submitted it and it worked out. So that just goes to show you, you have no idea how you could end up using something, if it could end up being a big deal. Don't throw anything out. But if you're going to change ideas, just keep on going. Just slip right into it. Wherever you feel inspired to start, just start there. If it's in the middle, if it's at the end, it doesn't matter, especially because we're on day 5. And really, no matter what day you're on, just go. Just go. You can do it. I have faith in you. And don't be afraid if suddenly you realize that you sort of need 2 things to work on, because focusing on the same work every day can be really hard. I have a difficult time with that. Keeping the inspiration going and the new scenes, coming up with new scenes for the same thing every day is difficult for me. So if you find that actually you switch pieces, you change ideas, and then you go back to the other one, that's okay too, because you're still writing and you're getting a lot of stuff done and you could potentially use both of these pieces. So really, there is no set way that you have to use Nanowrimo. You could end up writing like half of one book, half of another, and then finish them up next month or something like that. There are just a million different ways you could use it, and just don't be afraid if you are just so stuck to either move on to something different or just go in a weird direction. That's okay too. Go way off the path. And sometimes that'll help bring you back. You start going way off the path and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. It naturally goes this way, and that can make all the difference too. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions about changing ideas or a strategy to use, anything like that, leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope you're doing really, really well during NaNoWriMo. Thanks for spending time with me.